what's happening? What it do, man? It's your boy flightrisk CLEVO, back with another episode of Flight Risk Podcast. Be sure to check out the music, man. You know what I'm saying? First thing first, I rap. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't no regular shit. This ain't no regular rapper shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like if you a fan of my music, you know I always like try to kick some real shit, drop some kind of drop some kind of knowledge or some kind of gems in my music. You feel what I'm saying? So this ain't nothing different. You feel what I'm saying? I'm still on that same shit. I'm saying I'm picking up on the shit that they be leaving out. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I was talking earlier today with my partner, like the worry and like when you like say people like a lot of people say they don't worry, but at the same time, it, it's like the world set up for you to worry. You feel what I'm saying? You thinking about and worrying about they're two different things all together. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like if you got to go to if you they got everything set up like you got to go to work, you got to pay this, you got to pay that. They're just to live. You feel what I'm saying? This ain't nothing that they just you got to do this just for everyday life. You know what I'm saying? So all this set up that's coming at you is in rotation. You feel what I'm saying? So if you ain't in rotation, you feel what I'm saying? It might pile up too high on you. That's at any moment. You feel what I'm saying? Anything could happen, and then it could pile up on you. So it's something to worry about. You feel what I'm saying? And with that being said, with the worrying, that really like it really kind of blur out. You know what I'm saying? The power, some of the powers that we got. We got a lot of power that we don't ever really get to use, you know what I'm saying? Because we had to suppress them because of the way of life, the ways of life. You feel what I'm saying? Why you think the guys in prison be so smart? You know what I'm saying? It ain't that they smart, it's that they in bondage, they in captivity, you feel what I'm saying? So they ain't really got much to use but their brain. You feel what I'm saying? So out here, out here in the free world, you feel me? If you get crowded, if you get cluttered so much with duties, you ain't gonna really use your brain as much. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of things you only using a certain part of your brain. You know what I'm saying? You only using a certain part of your brain because like the human mind, you know what I'm saying, is powerful. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like the guys that's really caught up and forced to just use nothing but their mind and they creative. You see what I'm saying? Everybody creating. You see what I'm saying? I seen a dude make a motor control car in prison. I know he had a Walkman motor and all that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas making tattoo guns in prison, doing tattoos. You feel what I'm saying? They been doing that. Niggas making dice. You just see what I'm saying? Niggas lighting cigarettes from the socket with lead. Nigga putting lead in the socket, putting the lead in the tissue, touch it, making sure they touch together, popping that. They call that popping the socket. Niggas goddamn went up from that, making poppers, one that you plug in and just and light your shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas went from putting charger, having the shit on there, having a little coil on there with no noise, plug it up, shit turn red. Nigga light. I see a nigga light a cigarette off a pair of glasses. Find the sun, the beam, and hold it there for a certain amount of time. That big go to smoking. You know what I'm saying? Niggas come up with some shit in prison. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm saying in prison, and it ain't really it don't take prison for that. You see what I'm saying? All it take is for a nigga with time to think, use your mind. You feel what I'm saying? But they got your time already sold. You see what I'm saying? Your time already sold before you grow up and work. You know what I'm saying? The things you got to grow up and do, they already got a price tag on it. You see what I'm saying? You ain't free at all. You know what I'm saying? You ain't free to create. You might be able to come out here and do something else, you know what I'm saying? Do something creative and be able to survive and sustain off of that, but you can't do it, you know what I'm saying? If you come up with an idea, you know what I'm saying? You got to run and register, pay these folks every year. You got to pay all this just to run your business, your idea. You might not want to tell nobody about it, but you can't do it like that. That ain't the way. You got to go get your license and all that, you know what I'm saying? It ain't really about the license. It's about the recurring fee. It's all about the recurring fee. They don't care about nobody probably never asked you to see your license. You see what I'm saying? For certain things, nobody cares about that. They care about it because you got to go register it, you got to know what you're doing and know what they got to keep track of everything. You know what I'm saying? They just it's just modern day slavery. It's a lot of modern day slavery. It ain't only prison, you feel what I'm saying? Prison is for the ones that buck. You know what I'm saying? Prison is prison is for the involuntary, you know what I'm saying? Out here on the street, they voluntary slave because you gotta do what somebody say. You feel what I'm saying? You thinking you ain't doing what somebody's saying, but you're doing it from afar. You're doing what somebody's saying like from third action. You know what I'm saying? You're doing what somebody's saying like from third action because you can't really just do, if you do, you might be on the street. You know what I'm saying? When really you supposed to have the ability to create, you know what I'm saying, and build, you feel what I'm saying? But you ain't got that ability, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got it. And it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because get clouded with everything to worry about, you can't use your brain. Only if you can take time to think, you might come up with $1 million idea. $1 billion idea. And they know it, you know what I'm saying? They don't give you no time to think. I'm gonna tell y'all a story, man. Like in prison, they put you in the hole. They put you in segregation, you have a few items and shit, you know what I'm saying? Look, whatever the fuck. But goddamn, when you go to ISO, they really take more from you. They really script you. Like you get your hygiene and the Bible or some shit, one piece of mail or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I dwell on this right here. Don't get me wrong, I believe in God. I believe in the higher power. You know what I'm saying? But if you could find the powers that you need in that Bible, you feel what I'm saying? I don't think they would give it to you. You feel what I'm saying? That I take that all the way back to the slave days. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause from my understanding, that they were praising the same type of Bible, the same thing. You feel what I'm saying? That part of I feel like that part of the brain, why? 'Cause I feel like I ain't gotta read nothing. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I know I'm of God. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm a God, you know what I'm saying? I'm aware that I'm a God, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got to read nothing. I can just, my nature, you feel what I'm saying? I'm in tune. I'm in tune. I ain't always been in tune, but right now I am, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah, right now I am. I know this, you feel what I'm saying? So it's things that I think about that the average person don't think about. You see what I'm saying? And I try to build my life to have more freedom as possible. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be free because you in a system. You see what I'm saying? Out here on the street, you in a system. You know what I'm saying? They get that right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people misunderstand that because they on the street. You know what I'm saying? Like what this is analogy I gave in one of these classes I'm in. But it's like you got a dog in the back, you got a house, and you got your house fenced in, and you got a dog in the backyard, and he's inside of a kennel, and the gate is separated from the backyard and the front yard. You know what I'm saying? So, and he in that dog house. So if he come out that dog house and that kennel gate left open, he run around because he think he free. You see what I'm saying? He ain't half free. He ain't halfway free. And that's kind of like what's going on with the people. If you let him out in the backyard, if that gate open, he think he got more freedom. But really it's a gate around the whole yard, you know what I'm saying? And everything that he can get into is inside of that same jurisdiction, you feel what I'm saying? So let's say if I put 10 traps in his yard and three beneficial things in his yard, I know his chances of getting caught in these traps are more than what's beneficial. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. It's all a setup, so you gotta be able to think outside the box. Literally. You know what I'm saying?